I'm ready.
On a 3, on a 2, on a 2, 3. It's a damn good time. It's a damn good time podcast. I don't know, man. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
Yeah, I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast. Remote style, baby. We're busy men. We got busy lifestyles. Sometimes we have to do it like this. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, my family was gone for a whole week, so I felt bad trying to, leave for a couple hours to go. It doesn't take us the shortest time because when we're together, it's more of a BS fest.
Yeah. No, I get that. And then, I've been gone all week too, and I should feel guilty because I'm not hanging out with. But Sarah's not here; she's at work, so
Right,
so I don't have to worry about that. It's easy for me because she works when we do this shit. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, man.
Yeah, so I figured we just do a nice little remote cast and chill.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do this all the time anyway. So the more we do it, the better we get and figure it out.
Yeah, there's so many podcasts out there where this is the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what they do, and I do like that we're in the studio more. I feel like it's a little more intimate, and we face to face. I mean, I love seeing you, buddy.
Right.
I love touching.
Oh yeah. Like hanging and banging,
Yeah. I wish I could touch you right now.
Beep, beep, beep. I get those weird fingernails.
Yeah. I trimmed them.
I mean, they're nice. You just have unusually large nails on your fingers and your toes.
I have alien fingers. Whatever.
Hey,
but no, like
you're full of calcium.
I just stayed in a hotel, so I trimmed my fingernails.
That makes sense.
It does. You know why? Because when I'm home and I clip my fingernails, I have to clean up the stuff.
Oh, you just leave it on the floor?
Yeah, dude. They run the vacuum over them and stuff. It's in the shower too, so most of them go down the drains and clog their drains. They have, contracted plumbers that need work too, man.
Industrial drainage. All right, it's in the shower's a little bit better. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I do that. I do that in the shower, and then I didn't trim my beard this week, but normally I'll take a hair clipper with me. And I'll trim my beard in the shower too.
In no shower.
Yeah, they can deal with all the hair clippings and they can deal with all the fingernail clippings. Honestly, I would bet I'm willing to wager that that's the least weird thing that goes down hotel shower drains.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing them a service by putting normal shit down there. So.
There's people probably waffle stomping in the showers.
Yeah, dude. There's so many shit's been taken in them showers, dude. 100% of shit's been taken in them showers, for sure. All
kinds of weird stuff goes down those drains, I'm sure.
Yeah, and a little bit of fingernails and a little bit of beard hair. That doesn't matter. It's just a little bit. It's not a lot,
Yeah, and those things probably don't have traps in them, right? Because it's like inside a big building. It's probably like straight pipe down to like a giant trap somewhere, something like that.
Yeah, they probably got 8-inch fucking sewer pipes and shit just flowing. It's just flowing, ready for all your disgusting needs.
Yeah, but it all smell like sewer gas,
Yeah. But yeah, man, how the fuck you been? It's been a week, feels like a long time.
Yeah, I had a whole week, wife and kids.
Yeah.
So, it's good. You get a little time to yourself, but it's also you miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Got a few projects done. The last time we shot the podcast, we talked about we did some man shit. That was the start of it.
Yeah.
Worked on the deck some. Got patching up a 13, 14, 15, well, it's probably about 15-year-old deck, so it's due for replacement. But for now, I'm band-aiding it till I figure out what I'm going to do with this whole house.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things like, can I get maybe another year or two out of it? and there's some boards that were less than good. Actually, one of them on the weekend I stepped on and went through on the back deck, which is just like basically it's just a weird triangle that somebody put on the back of his house, and my foot went through it.
Yeah.
No injury, nothing. Luckily, it was just me, so then I just could cover it up. So I had to rip a bunch of boards out back there. My neighbor helped me out. We slapped some new boards in there and got her pristine enough that nobody's gonna sue me if they walk on it.
Yeah. So you're doing some carpentry, some Jesus Christ shit, you know?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, Just make sure everything's good,
Being all
But
godly
yeah,
and stuff.
it's got that done, just get some projects done here and there. Got a new TV hung up in the living room.
Ooh, a new TV.
I'll tell you what, you think you buy a TV and you don't realize that like 5-6 years goes by, and then you get a new TV and you're like, oh my god, this looks like 10,000 times better. It's crazy.
Yeah. Did you go bigger?
No, same size.
What size you rocking?
Just a 55-inch in the living room.
Okay.
It fits the room. I think if I went bigger, it'd just be kind of weird. It'd just be like too big almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put a 70-inch up and it'd be all right. But
I was gonna say, you think that till you put it there, and then it's gonna make sense.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like 55 is good. Was Prime Day was going on,
Yeah.
and so I was looking on Prime Day. Well, at the same time, Best Buy and Target and Walmart, all those guys were like throwing TVs up for dirt cheap too, because they're like, oh, you're going to have Prime Day? Guess what? We're going to have whatever the hell they called it day.
They're battling, yeah.
They're battling. So it ended up being, I found this is my first time with a Vizio. I'm trying a Vizio out.
Okay.
Got a 55-inch Vizio. Its colors are very vibrant on this thing.
We have Vizios upstairs and downstairs, and
Hmm.
I've been happy with them.
I wanted a different model, but I would have had to wait like another week till I even got the TV, and it was $200 more. But I was looking for, being the gamer I am, I was looking for the better frame rates on the TV, the better all the good stuff. But
Right.
it just couldn't get it. So we went ahead and went for the 1 year older version. That's just fine. It's fine. I don't really need that. What I would like to have. I don't need it. Nobody needs that unless you're hardcore. And if you're hardcore, you're not gaming on a TV anyways. You're gaming on a monitor. So
yeah, and there's so much going on anymore with TVs and frame rates and 1080p's and 4Ks and all this bullshit where it's like, I don't even think our eyeballs can perceive most of it anyway.
Right. And I'm getting old, and I feel like I want to be the most elite gamer that I used to be, and I ain't that guy anymore.
Yeah.
So it's great. Like even just gaming on it now with this new TV, I can tell a big difference already. So I'm like, all right, sweet.
That's good. And I imagine it's smart, and it you can load all your apps on there.
It's already smart TV and everything. It's good to go.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but most of your streaming and TV viewing apps, you always go through your Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Now you can just sign on. Did your last TV not do that, or you just prefer the Xbox platform?
No, that's probably how old the last TV was. It just had a Chromecast built in, so you cast to it, but there was no smart TV about it. But yeah, so it was pretty old.
I'm sure with this one now, you log into everything, and then you don't even have to turn it. So now you're saving wear and tear on your Xbox. You can save your Xbox for gaming, and now the TV can be for all the TV stuff.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Probably still fire up the Xbox. So that's just me.
Well, and I mean it is kind of what you're used to, but that's how we roll. We got Vizio in the living room and then the Vizio in the downstairs basement area, Both of them have Xboxes hooked up to them, but the only time we watch TV, watch anything on the Xbox is anything we've bought through Microsoft, like movie-wise and
Right.
stuff. But if it's Netflix, Hulu, any of that bullshit, any of the streaming apps, we're signed in on the TV, so you don't have to. You just turn on the TV, point and click, and watch it instead of having to turn on this, turn on that, and then grab the Xbox controller. Now you should set your shit up that way. The kids will probably then you don't have to worry about the kids fucking with the controllers. That's another thing. When they get older, they can easily grab the remote and point and click on the TV format, and then you don't have to worry about your Xbox controllers getting all sticky, because when they start touching them, you're going to get drift everywhere because all your joysticks, all your buttons are going to get so fucking sticky whenever they finally start controlling it themselves. So,
well, it's too late for that because Charlotte already, it's one of her favorite things to go out and find if I left my Xbox controller out.
Yeah.
She goes and grabs it, and she likes to pull, because I have the Elite controller, so you can change out the knobs and the buttons and stuff. So she'll pull the knobs off and have those. But most of the time now, she just grabs it because she knows she's not supposed to.
Yeah.
But she grabs it, and she just comes and finds me and goes, "Here, Dad, I got your controller."
After she ripped everything apart.
Occasionally, maybe a thumb pad or something will be off, but I'll find it real quick. But it's that's like one of her favorite things to do. Just find it and like bring it to me.
I feel like you're telling tall tales here because I don't feel like that girl could do anything wrong.
I mean, most of the time, like I said, she just brings it straight to me. Like, "Here, Dad, you should game." And I'm like, "You're right, Charlotte, but I can't till you go to bed." And I mean, there's been a few times maybe where I'm watching them by myself, and I'm like, I'll fire up the game, let them run around. I'll have the TVs in the back doing their stuff, and I can play a little bit and just kind of watch them and play, and then like let them run around and stuff. But for the most part, watching them, it's you're running around like crazy anyways, just playing or doing whatever. But
right.
They sit there and stare at the TV like watching all the flashy colors.
Yeah, because that's fun.
Yeah, but so I don't even. Yeah, my week. So yeah, got the TV hung up. Spam. We got my differentials all changed out. The deck done.
Your differential fluid. I'm like, you changed diffs? Yeah. No, yeah,
just the fluid. Yeah, so it was just kind of a busy week, and then obviously still working and doing all that. And now family came home today. That was a fun moment though when I got to open up the car door, and they were like so excited to see me.
Yay! Daddy's
it's always
home.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait till they get older and you come home and they're just like, "Hey." That was the reception I got home when I got home today. Was hey, because I left.
You took a little trip, right?
Yeah, it was a long week for me. Cut the weekend short. Had to travel out Sunday. Head down to North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Come on and take your shirt off. Yeah, some PD Pop, motherfucker, dude. Went down to North Carolina on Sunday, and then worked in a spot Monday. I basically worked all through the week and then drove back today. Just got back in today. But it was a long fucking week. Like, normally I post a lot of pictures for those who follow me on Facebook and Instagram and shit. You'll see them all the time of all my travels and stuff, because I go and do my 8 hours, get out, and then I kind of explore the area. But this trip, we had to leave on a Sunday because it was huge, and all 3 stops, like it was literally 3 different labs, but it was 14-hour days. Monday 14, I think Tuesday was a 12, Wednesday was a 14, Thursday we got finished up a little bit earlier at like 10:30. It was overtime every day, and it was 2 people, mind you. I went down with a dude. It wasn't just me by myself. Like, that's how big these labs were, and we knocked some shit out. We had a lot of stuff to repair, and it's fucking hot down there.
Yeah.
There was one lab that was 100% inside, so it was AC, climate controlled, beautiful, awesome. And then the other two were kind of indoor outdoory, where like they don't keep it too cold because garage doors are open and shit, And then since garage doors are open and shit, everything's dusty. Like every day we got done. Normally I get done with a job. It's like, cool, man. I'll just go out to fucking eat, whatever. But I had to go back and take a shower. I was so sticky, so dusty, just because there's so much dirt around the machines and shit. So this week actually felt like work. Every once in a while I get those.
Yeah.
I get the nice ones where I can, hey, look at me. I did like 6 hours today, charge 8, and then I can go take a hike. But then this week it's like, I did 14 hours today, and it was literally 14 fucking hours of hell. Like, we don't even break for lunch because we're trying to grind it out and shit. But it was cool because you mentioned the gaming thing, and I really want to get on this topic. If you guys don't like video gaming, fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm into it.
We've brought it up a lot in our podcast now, so you should know by this time.
Had the Diablo 4 on Xbox, right?
Right.
Ended up having to buy it on the laptop. This one that I'm wiggling that you see me on right now, I took it with me on the trip. So I have 2 copies of the game, and I was trying to grind through, but the new season came out. So you have start a new character on Diablo 4, and I'm fucking like straight in that addicted mode, which I hate because it's still summer. This is the way I need to feel in winter,
Right.
This is the way I need to feel whenever it's like, what are we going to do this weekend? Well, nothing, because it's like snowing and cold, and like, we have a beautiful weekend coming up.
Beautiful.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I took Monday off work because, okay, here's another thing. My 15-year anniversary was on Wednesday, which...
Right. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good job.
It's been a long time.
Keeping at her.
We still love each other. We still love each other, which is awesome. And so I took Monday off because I was gone Wednesday. She had to work. We weren't going to be able to hang out anyway. And so now all I want to do is play fucking Diablo 4 all weekend. Like, I'm in that zone where I'm hooked. I got that addiction, that video game addiction going on. And
you got that re-up.
Yeah. It's nuts. Like, how much it hits your pleasure center every time you level up, every time you do good, every time you go insane, like, get more shit. It's dumb, but I'm there. So
that's what so Diablo classified like an ARPG where it's like, it's a constant good feeling when you're upgrading constantly, like you're building, you're amassing more power.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of games out there like that, probably one of the biggest ones that, Diablo's been around 20, 30 years almost, but
yeah.
The World of Warcraft that took the world by storm pretty much. Back in the day, there was people that died from not sleeping in Asian countries, but there's something about that grind that people like more than anything else. And it's like, isn't that just work? Not what we do in life. But it's like, it's cooler because I get superpowers.
Well, I mean, it can be.
And that's what we need to figure out as humans.
Because there's a lot of people that will grind through and level up, like, especially in World of Warcraft. Like, that was the big thing. I've never played World of Warcraft, so I have no idea. I could be speaking out of turn here 100%. But I do know, I'm pretty sure that people would go through, level up on a certain character, get so high up, get so much good gear, and then just sell their account. Straight up sell their account. And people would pay thousands of dollars. Hundreds, maybe for lower level, but thousands for higher level. thousands of dollars for just to buy an account so that they didn't have to go do the grind. They could just be like, look at me, look at how big I am, and then they could go through and just blast through shit.
Well, so Blizzard made that game too. They made Diablo, but that doesn't matter for the normal casual listener right now. But what it was too also is you could grind the in-game currency, which was gold or whatever. It was gold in Mortal Kombat, and you could trade that. You just trade. You just give it to somebody for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they would have literally, oh well, I don't want to use the term sweatshop, but it was kind of like a sweatshop of people just playing the game, doing whatever, or they get they put some kind of robot system in there that would just kind of somehow farm it for them.
Yeah.
And build up all this currency, and then they just put it online for sale and be like, "Oh, you want 1,000 gold? It's going to cost you, $10 or $100 or whatever." I forget what the conversion rate was. And then people would buy it because they're like, "Hey, you know what? Don't have all the time these people do,
right?
And I can just buy the gold, and then I can just buy all the shit I want." And it was just it became kind of ridiculous.
Well, and I mean, I get that because anymore. And I was talking to the guy that I travel with used to be an avid gamer. Like he's a PC gamer. Moreover, he doesn't have a console, but
sure, he's
got a gaming laptop. He's got a built fucking gaming desktop. Like both his laptop and his desktop, the stats you were telling me are like tenfold. Both of them are each tenfold. I mean, not together, but each tenfold over what I'm gaming on and shit. And he used to play World of Warcraft a lot, and I forget what the point I was trying to make, but like it's just
sorry.
no like if you're not a very big gamer, you don't get the grind. You don't understand how fun it is to go through from level 1 to level 20 in a day. Or you don't understand how much fun it is to go through the paces and actually earn your worth. And it's so many people would just love to I want to be the highest level and just go through and play through. Like, why? That doesn't make sense. And we were
some people don't have the time.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at. That's where I was getting at, is that we were talking about, now that we're in our fucking 40s, it's like, it sucks. Like, used to be it was a little bit easier where you could log on 2-3 days a week.
Whoa.
What?
One of us in our 40s.
Neither of us are in our 40s.
Yet.
Give me till November, motherfucker. I can easily
round up. So ease up.
I can easily round up right now. But no, like that's the point I was trying to make, is like now it's like you're older and it's harder to spend a lot of time on it. And they're making them so much more complex now, where even with Diablo 4, it's like, now I can do this and this. And I was talking to him about Diablo 4. He hasn't been able to, he did the beta and shit, and he brought his laptop down, but he, forever ago with World of Warcraft, people were trying to steal his account and shit. Like they were trying to hack him and stuff. So he had one of those authentication keys where you hit a button and it gives you like the 4-pin numbers, and then you have to log in with it. And he left it at home, so he couldn't even play Diablo. He's got a fresh baby that's like 3 months old, and then he's got a almost 2-year-old baby at home, so he has no time to play when he's at home. With his fresh baby, he hasn't traveled in like 3 months, so he's like, hey man, like this is awesome, like this is my first trip in like 3 months, like I'm ready to get some sleep and I'm ready to play some video games. And then he forgot his authentication key, so he couldn't even log on to Diablo and shit.
Oh, no.
Like, so I'm sitting there talking to him like, yeah, man, it sucked because the first night I had to deal with a download of an update, but then the second night I got to level up a bunch and blow, like.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's, and even like trying to be a casual gamer, it sucks with Diablo 4. Thank you, Cody. Thank you so much for guiding me and helping me and showing me the ways on certain shit. I didn't realize, not to get too in depth into video games and lose some listeners, but there's so much involved in
we're
that.
already there. We're already there.
Yeah.
So
But there's so much involved in that game that I didn't even realize that you're like, no, you got to do this and do this. No, you got to do that and do this. And then I've gotten so much better. Like, I've been able to run through so much shit now. Like,
yeah, you gotta get it. I mean, there's a lot to it, obviously, and they try to walk you through the steps, but a lot of people are just like, whatever. It's just, I'm just killing shit and leveling up. But there's some mathematics to it too that are crazy.
yeah.
Luckily, there's a lot of weird nerds out there.
Yeah.
That figure that shit out ahead of time, and then you can just copy off of them, which is awesome. But yeah, and then I guess with any game out there anymore now, it's just like there's always going to be somebody that like does the math, and when they do the math, they break the game, which is always awesome to see.
Right,
it's like,
right.
oh no, if I just do this, then I just win. So it's pretty funny, but
I mean, like especially
not every
these,
game, but like a game
these,
like that.
These games
sure.
are different. First person shooters like Call of Duty and shit. It's like whatever site works best for you or whatever it is. But like these, like Diablo or any of those kind of. Is Diablo a role playing game? It's not an RPG. Is it an RPG?
It's considered an ARPG. So it's an RPG.
Yeah.
It's a role playing game because you're a single character going through leveling up.
Yeah.
But because it's also they made it more open world with a lot of people running around, it kind of changes the perspective a little bit. But
yeah,
for the most part, yeah, it's an RPG.
I don't know. When it comes to nerd shit, that's probably the nerdiest thing I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's very what skills are you putting points into and what aspects, what enchantments are on your weapons and what aspects do you have and like this, that, and the other and like how much damage can you do per hit? Like this is probably literally like the most nerdiest shit that I do, and I don't even do it well. Cause there's this guy, I don't even want to say where I know him from, but I hate him. and I hate that he loves Diablo as well. And I bet you if I played with him, he'd probably give me some great fucking gear. He'd probably run me through some shit. Like, he's the way he talks about shit, like he knows his fucking shit. But I hate him as a person, and I never want to talk to him. So like, and then it's funny. So I play this shit off like anytime I interact with him, he's like, "Oh yeah, did you play the beta?" Which I did. I'm like, "Nope, I don't even know what you're talking about." Oh, they really like I knew they released the beta. I'm like, "Oh, okay," and then I just like dismiss him. Like, I don't even know. Yeah.
Like, you're like, I only got room for one nerd friend that tells me, and he doesn't belittle me.
Well, no, it's just, I fucking hate this guy. I hate him with a passion. So
that's what I'm saying. But like, I probably know just everything he knows too, which he just took off everybody else. So it's like
I
understand the concept,
and I'm not trying to slight you at all. I'm not trying to slight you all by saying this. But I feel like this guy might know a little bit more. And he has a fresh baby that he ignores. He has a wife that he ignores. I'm pretty sure that's all this dude does is go home and sit at his little computer desk and ignore his family and do nothing, like literally nothing but. And this might actually boil down to where I know him from. Till I see him the next day, Monday through Friday. Like and he knows all the lore. Like he could tell you all the gear. He knows the name of the fucking gear that you need to get. Like that's how intricate he is about all the shit. He's like, oh, you're doing a barbecue. You need to. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that means. And sure, I need that, but I haven't unlocked it or I haven't found it yet. And like,
No, I'm not saying he knows more than me, but what I would say, or no, I'm saying he does know more than me. I don't know more than him, but I know the basics of it.
yeah,
And then I don't want to push anybody to ever do anything like that. I'm always just like, have fun,
right,
because that's what
right.
it's about. And when you get too technical like that, that's when the fun goes away
He's
faster.
entirely too technical,
Then yeah,
and I'm tired.
I know enough. I know enough to make it like, well, no, you should probably look at doing this so you're not struggling so
Yeah.
much, and then you'll have fun doing it.
And for instance, how much I hate talking to this dude. He asked me if I. He's like, "Oh yeah, you know Star Wars, right?" And I lied. I'm like, "I've never seen Star Wars." Because then he was getting ready to go on like a spiel about, "Oh, you know Star Wars, right?" And like in Star Wars, they blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Nope, never
Nope.
seen it. Never seen it. I have no idea what you're talking. Never seen Star Wars. Don't know what you're talking about." It's just so much easier to dismiss him like that. Like, nope, have no clue.
It's always, and it doesn't matter if it's gaming, if it's working on cars, if it's cooking, if it's doing whatever. There's always that one person, right? It's always that one person that is like, no, I know more than you about all this. So that's always funny,
But it's if I like him, I'll listen to him.
right.
But if I don't like him, I'll dismiss him. But
Anyways, enough about that. So yeah, anyways, I don't did I talk about this in the last podcast what the AI shit's doing now?
I don't know. we talk a little bit about a lot of things. So,
Did I talk about the brain scanning?
what's it doing now?
They're scanning brains.
I don't think we talked about that.
Oh my god. I saw this come up on a on a YouTube video, and they were having images sent. So wait, let me go back here. So basically what they do is there's training an AI to scan a human's brainwave.
Yeah.
And they would send pictures of the brainwave in motion to the AI, have it learn different things and what people were thinking about doing, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they had people go into a room, show them a picture, and they're like, "I want you to think of this picture." It was like a lady with an umbrella
Yeah.
standing in a field. And they're like, "We really want you to think about this picture. Just think about it. Think about it in detail in your head." And then they would take that brain scan, give it to the AI, and be like, draw a picture of what they were thinking. And it would draw a picture that was probably 85%, 90% accurate of
Yeah.
what they were thinking. I'm like, damn it. Terminator's real.
Yeah. Dude, technology is accelerating too fast. AI especially. Like Skynet's gonna take over the fucking world. That'll be our downfall.
Yeah. There's already so many people like, I think there's Congress people like, we got to slow down AI. We don't even know what we're dabbling in yet. And obviously there's fear because of movies and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
AI could be for our lifespan and maybe our kids' lifespan, AI could be like the best thing ever. Like, it could take over and be great, but probably
Yeah.
100 years down the road, it's going to get scary. But
Yeah, and I mean, and everybody's come out with their own AI chatbots now too.
right,
Even like Snapchat. Snapchat right now, you can get on Snapchat and talk to your AI friend, and it'll give you answers and weird shit and dumb stuff. And you know what? Since we're talking about AI, let me. This could go either good or bad. Let me get on Snapchat here right now.
okay,
Let me go to my chats and let me go to my AI, which I've never talked to my AI at all.
No,
Let
neither
me
have I.
see. What's a good podcast topic? Question mark. Send.
It's probably give like,
Oh, and it gives like a fucking. You can't see that. It was like, there's so many great podcast topics out there. What are you interested in? And then it gives me like a fucking Google search result.
yeah, it's not really AI like what you want it to be.
Yeah, I thought
But
maybe like,
that's fine.
what's your favorite dog or something? Maybe give us something to fucking talk about. Nope, that was dumb. Dumb. Sorry, scrap that. I thought maybe we'd get something cool out of it, but
But we're advancing fast. And
yeah.
it's a little scary, you know. I also saw like a funny one where there's some like party frat dude going into like the thing like AI's coming in the future, we'll have robots doing our jobs. All we really want is like enough money to party and chill.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in front of like a mayoral board or whatever it was. He's like, so like we just got to think in the future. We should put a bill in now, like a stimulus. Give us enough money so we can all just party and chill while the robots do all the work.
But it's still, I feel like it's still, I don't know. The future's dumb, and even where we're at is dumb. Like there's so many people out there with jobs that can easily be replaced by computers, easily.
Right.
And I do believe like there will always be a need for like the common fucking worker, not so much like the burger flippers or the shelf stockers, like, you know, but the maintenance people, because these robots
Oh
are
yeah.
going to need to be worked on. The
Yeah.
programs are going to need to be fixed. Like it's so weird. Like I'm trying to figure out, you know, having younger, well, older kids than yours, but, and you know, maybe you should think about this, having young kids yourself. It's like what path do you put them on? Because even like the cashier at McDonald's has been replaced. Like you go in, I haven't been to a McDonald's where I talk to a person anymore. You go to the fucking kiosk now, you order your shit, and then you talk to him. Like you don't even really order your food anymore through a person. It's all through a screen. But somebody has to work on those screens, right?
Right. That's what I said. I need one of my kids to be a computer programmer, and I
Yeah.
need one of my kids to be a superstar athlete. So then we're good there.
Yeah. Yeah, the world's always going to
You
need
want the best of both worlds, right?
the world's always going to need the ground pounders. I feel like even with AI and shit, even the age of the CEO might be done.
Well,
So what the fuck
electricity will
what
still
the
need to be
fuck do they
ran,
even
and
do?
electricity will still need to be ran. Like things will still
Yeah.
need to be physically done.
Yeah, the ground pounder's
We're
still going to need to be there.
yeah, we're thousands of years away from anything catastrophic, unless just like every movie, the AI decides that the human race is the worst thing ever. They can just make
Yeah.
nanobots that do everything, and then we're all screwed, and they blow up nukes and kill us all from
But
radiation poisoning or whatever. But
I'm even
we're in the
thinking
matrix.
I'm even thinking about the people like think of, let's go back to COVID, all the people that used to be in an office that were able to work from home. How many years are we looking at till those people that, first off, we didn't need them in the office, they were able to work from home.
Right.
Secondly, all of a sudden we have a computer program that you don't even need to work from home anymore because we don't need you.
There's a lot to that because
Like the middleman's going to be out.
that can change. That could change, but it would probably take. It's not going to change in our kids' generation. Um, because there's still people that are too not educated that need to talk to somebody or too old to understand it. Now, by the time your kids are old enough, and they're going to be like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody anyways. That anxiety anyways is already with everybody. I feel like, especially these younger kids are going to be like, nah, I'm just going to order online. I'm just going to do this. I don't have to talk to anybody. This is perfect. I just done.
Yeah.
I can see that, but like, it's also there's different facts and factors in that with like when it comes to sales and things like that. There's still going to be high jobs there.
I don't know,
Just because
man.
nobody's going to trust a computer to book a $50,000 wedding or do something like that. There's going to be little niches.
People make mistakes.
There's going to be little niches.
People make mistakes. Computers very rarely do that.
Right. But there's still going to be a human on the other end that nobody's going to trust that for a while. That's what I'm saying. For a while, I think we got some time
10 years
before everybody trusts that completely.
10 years and the middleman's out. I'm guessing.
We got way more than 10 years.
There's a person I was talking to, and they said like their sister-in-law or whatever is a buyer for a company, and anytime somebody needs to install the certain thing that they buy for, they go through this person to buy all the goods. Like, we need this many motors or this much steel and this much of that, and all they're looking at is a goddamn spreadsheet. They don't really fucking know. They actually don't go out and look at the building and do any measurements or anything like that. All they do is get measurements from a contractor, plug it into a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet tells them what they should need, and then they buy it. That could be a computer program easily the next fucking day. And then they're done.
Somebody measured it, though. So,
that's what I'm saying. The ground pounders.
Yeah.
The middleman is going to be out quicker than, and everybody's like, what happens to the burger flippers whenever they make computers do that? Like, no, what happens to the middleman, like the middle America middleman that literally all they know how to do is read a spreadsheet and relay the information and be that person. It's like, oh, you need this? I'm going to talk to that person. We'll buy it for you. That's going to be a computer program, lickety split.
Well, I've said this before anyways, and I'll just reinstate it again. And you see on the news, probably more than anything else, China's in a population decline. U.S. is in a population decline. There's probably other countries in the population decline. Not in a way like people are just dying off fast. It's just people aren't having kids like they used to.
We're not birthing as much as we should.
Yeah, there's not. People are having one kid. People are having 2 kids. People aren't having 4, 5, 6 kids like they used to.
And hot take,
it's not happening.
Hot take for me, good.
Yeah,
good.
And they're doing it when they're much older. So right now,
I don't understand. We
have a huge age gap in the 18 to 24-year-old gap. There's a huge age gap there, and this might have shifted now. My research I did was a few years back. Might have shifted now. Could be better, could be worse. I don't think it's any better by my industry and everything that's happened in the world. Basically, what's happened is there's just not enough people to work the shit jobs.
Yeah.
So we need robots to work them. That's pretty much it. I don't care if there's.
I'm not even talking robots to do the physical work. It's gonna be the computer programs to do that. That person reading a spreadsheet and then interpreting it and then passing it on to the next person. Those motherfuckers are gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, we've already eliminated so many jobs just from that. Anyways, like you said, just like you said, going to McDonald's, you go to a kiosk. You just eliminated one person's job by putting this kiosk in.
Which
Doesn't sound
honestly,
like much, but when there's
but
probably a couple 100,000 McDonald's around the world,
maybe
that's
maybe
profit.
maybe this is the telltale sign of me getting old. It's like I wish I could talk to that person. Whereas, like, you know, if anybody out there is like fucking Gen Z or whatever, like, do you really like going up and touching the buttons on the screen more than you like going up and talking to that person? Like, I don't know, because to me, I'd rather just talk to that person and
They
let
already
them push the
pre-ordered it on the
buttons.
app. What are you talking about? They already pre-ordered it on the app.
Yeah,
They
fuck
just
that.
walk up, give a name, and it's done.
I don't want another app. I don't like all the notifications. Like, I don't want to sign up for more emails. Like, I hate having.
You get a free large fry if you do it.
God, I can't wait till that turns around. That's got to be a shit thing that nobody wants. Nobody wants all the emails. Nobody wants all the notifications.
Steve, you don't want it. You don't want it because you're
this
older.
This
is what I'm saying. This is why we got some time before this all goes crazy and digital. One, you're going to get anything delivered to your house you ever want. Doesn't matter where you live. It's probably going to get flown by some drone or spaceship or whatever the fuck it is.
I like that.
You want Mickey D's? They're going to bring a hot, fresh fucking box to your front house if you want.
Cool with that.
And there's going to be any packages you need, anything you ever need, you can just get delivered to your house instantly.
But I don't want notifications on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a hot take here, and I'm gonna probably isolate some listeners here right now. Look at your phone. Look at your phone. Look at the top bar. Everybody has it, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. Look at the top bar. How many icons you got?
3
of notifications.
3 just because I got 2 emails and 1. I got 3 things from work, and that's why I have 3 right now.
And I'm not even necessarily talking to you. I'm talking to everybody else out here in the whole.
Well, you shouldn't be asking me just for fun.
But still saying like, yeah, you got 3. I got none because I clear my shit or I set my shit up because I don't want notifications. I hate when motherfuckers they post a screenshot of their phone on Facebook, and you look up at the top, and it's just full, pop, 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 like the
plus
whole top
65
bar is full, like Facebook notification, Snapchat notification, Instagram notification, Etsy notification, like all like the whole top bar is just full of shit. In my mind, I'm sorry, hot take, you're a piece of shit. Your life's cluttered. Nope. You can't get your shit together. Figure your fucking shit out, man.
Or maybe they're just more popular than you. Did you ever think about that? Maybe their shit's on fleek and everybody's hitting them up.
No, because if you're not responsible enough, you can be the biggest loser in the fucking world and not opt out of a lot of Facebook settings, and they're gonna send you, and you'll have your whole top bar, the whole thing from here. Beep, boop, 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 all the way across, full of Facebook notifications. If you don't know how to opt out of them, you have to fucking click them off.
Yeah,
and maybe
I don't get any notifications from Facebook. That's off. Instagram's off. Twitter's off.
Yeah,
everything's off. I don't any social media.
Yeah,
I do not get. I turn that shit off immediately.
Yep.
And if you keep sending me, I'll delete. Like Facebook, I've deleted, and I'll just go to facebook.com and I'll log in and I'll use my web browser on my phone. I don't care.
I get the only thing
they're like, download the app, and I'm like, go to hell.
The only thing that makes noise, phone calls, text messages make a different noise than email makes a smaller noise, and only from one email account, and then literally nothing else puts a push notification on my phone. Absolutely.
You say your OnlyFans foot account? Yes.
Yeah. The one that I run, where people talk to me about wanting to see my feet, for sure, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you. You got some weird feet. Easy money.
Oh, another thing I want to talk about.
we're just getting that. What do you got?
Boozy iced tea.
Boozy. Oh my God, the boozy iced teas are going ham right now.
It's called
Ham.
Noca. It's no carbonation boozy iced tea. From I think he got big on Instagram, and I think he's big on Snapchat, or not Snapchat, but TikTok and shit. Two Turnt Tony.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Never been a fan of his videos. Like, he does shit where he pisses off his mom, but you can tell it's all staged, so it lost some.
His dad smashing beers with him and stuff.
Yeah, it's too staged. I don't get it. But this is good. Only if you don't like sugary shit. This literally tastes like an unsweet tea. Like
I just picked up. I literally, before we started the podcast, I ran to the store to get myself some more beer and get my wife some drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted the Arizona green tea.
Yeah,
everybody knows the Arizona green tea.
Oh yeah,
They make a boozy drink now. So
no shit.
Arizona green tea, alcoholic cans.
Is it sugary?
Slim cans. I mean, it tastes like Arizona green tea, so whatever you feel like that is. So
Right, but I mean, like, that's a lot of the new ones are like, anytime they make a weird flavor of things, it's like, now all of a sudden it's sugar free, which I love. I don't like the sugar. This one has
it's a little sweeter, but it's not too sweet.
But it could be
by
fake
any
sugar.
means. But it doesn't taste like there's any booze in it, so it's danger zone.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not carbonated. Like, that's not good.
Yeah, this one's not carbureted. That's why it's no
It's not carbureted.
No,
There's no carbs in that bad boy.
Yeah, no carbonation. I meant carbonated. Carbonated, not carbureted.
It's not carbureted.
Yeah, dude, I'm a little drunk.
We're running 50 proof there right now.
But there's no carbonation, and there's only 2 grams of carbs.
Shotgun in that bad boy.
But it literally tastes like unsweet tea.
Well,
so it's harder to pound, but to me it's delicious, so it's easy for me to pound.
Yeah, Stespin on the green teas. They're pretty good. I mean, it's Arizona green tea. I back in the day, I loved Arizona green tea. I used to buy that like whole gallon of Arizona green tea. I was like, I'd probably drink one of those in like 2 days. And
that like Japanese lady on it, and there's like all the pink flowers around and shit.
Pink flower, yeah.
Yeah, dude. That shit's dope.
Good marketing.
Yeah.
Good marketing.
For sure.
But anyways, any other hot topics you got?
No.
I don't have a lot. I got a snoring dog over here. I don't know if that's coming through the mic. If you're on video, you can see that.
Dude, it just looks like
up
the
in
devil eyes there, though.
She's so comfy right now. She's chilling.
Yeah, no, I don't really have a whole lot else to talk about. I had some good food down in North Carolina. Oh man, we got fucked over by Google reviews. We were in Virginia. I don't remember the name of the place, but I would love to call them out, but I'm not going to because I don't remember the name. 4.8 stars for a barbecue restaurant right off the highway, and their barbecue fucking sucked. So I'm begging to say that maybe Virginia doesn't know how to do barbecue. Because if that was 4.8 stars, then I don't even want to taste anything else the fuck they got going on. Like their cornbread even, because I wasn't eating carbs that day, and the guy I was traveling with, like, he took a bite and he spit it out. I was like, what, is it that bad? He's like, just taste it. So I took a bite, and it was so dry. It was literally like eating a stick of chalk. Like, it was just dry and crumbly. There wasn't sweet. There wasn't salty. It's like they figured out a way to mix cornmeal and water and then compress it into a puck.
Somehow make bread.
And compress it into a puck, and that's it. Like, literally, like they Like, it didn't taste like they cooked it or anything. We had beef short ribs on the bone still. Very lackluster flavor. They had collard greens, which I love collard greens, but they put too much sugar in them. Like, it was ratchet as fuck. Hated it. I wish I knew the name because I'd call them fucking douchebags because they suck.
Blast them out. Hey, that's all right. You don't have to blast them all, but
I gotta say one thing though. One really thing that happened. Really funny thing. Guy I was traveling with. We pull up to this place and we look, and a girl gets out of the car. Probably like, young 20s, but she's wearing leggings that look exactly the same skin tone as her skin. And I was like, holy shit, is that girl even wearing pants? she like walking out naked? Is she even wearing pants? And dude, he just sits there and looks at me. He's like, I don't see a butthole, so I think those are pants.
Nice.
I don't know why that's it was such a funny phrase to me. Like,
oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
I don't see a butthole, so obviously those are pants.
Which I don't know whose balls is hanging out, but that's fine. We all got cheeks for a reason.
But yeah, man, past that, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah. We've always talked about barbecue, and obviously I was the biggest advocate of barbecue in the past, of being like, everybody likes to oversmoke their shit, and it's hard to find good barbecue. Just because I'm picky. I do not want to criticize places most of the time. But it sounds like that was a bad experience with even the sides. I wouldn't even imagine like the actual barbecue being good. So.
Well, and even the short rib with the bone in, like the smoke content was good, but they barely seasoned it. It. You needed the barbecue sauce, and then the sides sucked. The cornbread sucked. Like, it just, but to me, the thing that drove me crazy is that it had a 4.8 star rating. Google doesn't let me down very often.
You can pay for that though. That's a pay to win scheme, real quick.
Over 500 reviews.
Yeah, you can pay some bots to rack you back up. That's the sad thing about Google.
Still, usually 500. There's real people in there, and
maybe send an off day. You never know. Maybe somebody forgot to put butter in the cornbread.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Forgot to put the cream in. They forgot everything else. They thought the salt was the sugar.
My thought process is that Virginia sucks at barbecue, and that's the best they had, so that's why it had that good of a rating. Because honestly, like anybody ever talk about Virginia barbecue? You got Texas, Kansas City, Carolina. You got all them areas that are renowned for their barbecue.
Well, nobody talked about Ohio until you had Michael Simon, really. So
yeah,
and he kind of did some Ohio barbecue, which is typically kind of like a Southern barbecue, anyways. But
we need to get our barbecue recipe together and go to Virginia, apparently, and fucking run that world. That's what we need to do.
Shit changes a lot, and I hate when somebody brings something from a different state into another state and be like, "Oh, this is Texas barbecue, but I'm cooking it in, let's say Ohio. I'm cooking Texas barbecue in Ohio. I'm from Texas, so I'm cooking Texas barbecue." It's like, yeah, okay, but you're doing the same shit everybody else does. It's still not that different. It's barbecue's barbecue to me.
And you're tweaking it to fit the area.
The only thing that changes typically is the sauce. Actual cooking and barbecuing is pretty much straight across the board.
Yeah. Well,
you have different ejections, you have different seasonings, maybe, I don't know. But
it is weird about the area about shit. Like, you go to your local Mexican cuisine area of food source here in Ohio. I don't know if anybody else is listening outside the Ohio area. Go to your local Mexican restaurant, and then you travel farther south. Like whenever I was in Amarillo, Texas, I went to this ratchet ass Mexican place, and everything is so much spicier, and it was better. And we're talking about, the company I work for is talking about picking up service contracts actually in like Mexico City, like down in Mexico. Like I'm this close to ready to learn how to speak Mexican. Spanish. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Sorry, there was a thing that popped up on my screen. There's a thing that popped up on the screen that you guys are going to see because it's screen captured. But yeah, I want to learn Spanish because I want that contract. I want to go down there. I want to get real Spanish food because it seems the farther south you get, the spicier it gets and the better it gets. It's like they bring the recipes and all the food up here, but people are like, oh, it's too spicy, or oh, it tastes different. And then they mold the recipes around catering to the customers. So it loses its flavor, it loses its pizzazz, it loses its shit just to cater to the fact that here in T County, some people can't handle their spice, or, you know, they don't like different things, or T County is a very meat and potatoes place.
There's a lot of different things to that. I mean, I think people would want the spice. They do.
Yeah.
But
some people do, others don't.
They also have this recipe in a lot of these Spanish accounts. I kind of know firsthand that it's just kind of they want to make it cheap and easy, so they don't put the extra effort into it that they normally would to make something phenomenal. Now, I have some accounts, or I know some places
yeah,
that do it right. They do it right. Not all the time, not on their normal menu, but then occasionally they'll run a special. Do you see a special at a Mexican restaurant? Order it.
Yeah,
guarantee you won't be disappointed.
That's where they're putting their flair into. That's
because most times, and I'm not talking a special like it's you're going in for a lunch special. Oh, number 37's on deal. Right. I'm talking there like
it's 2 for 1 taco day.
Yeah, we're doing burrito tacos for $19.95 with 2 tacos. Get that shit.
I want some burrito tacos. I haven't found burrito anywhere, and I've seen it so much on TikTok. I want some burrito. Haven't found it anywhere I've been at yet.
I got you.
Yeah, who does burrito in the area?
I know a guy. A guy.
Tell me off air.
Yeah, I'll tell you off air. I'm not gonna, because I can't get my location out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to get doxxed.
But anyways, other than that, love you, dude.
I love you, dude.
I think we will end it on our food note.
Yeah, man.
Tell you that I'm trying to find a good smokehouse still. I'm still trying to find it.
But hey, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
I had a damn good time too.
And I look forward to the next damn good time.
I miss you, bro. You going on lake tomorrow?
You know it.
I'll see you out there then. I miss
love you guys.
I miss having you here with me, but I'll see you tomorrow. But hey, yeah, we love you guys. We'll catch you next week. Thanks for tuning in. As always, click like and subscribe, all that fun shit.
Share us one friend if you can. Just one.
Yeah.
If you really like us, but if you don't, then just come back. Come back in and hate us some more. I don't know.
Tell us your favorite taco places. And even if you're from around the world, I travel a lot. Let me know where they're at.
Hell yeah.
If you're from Virginia if you're from Virginia, let me know where the fucking barbecue is, because it's not next to the highway, at least. And this place looked legit.
I mean, next highway.
Right, you'd think next to the highway not good, but they had like a big
Hey, we're
pavilion.
What?
They had a big pavilion with like a big pit, barbecue thing there. Like,
Well,
it was
that's
like
the problem.
the setup was
truck
dope.
drivers were already driving the business, so it's all right.
Setup was dope. Setup was dope. They have no excuse. Their food sucked. But okay, either way, love you guys. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll catch you later.
The next one.
Peace.